Hi guys, so this is basically just a video on, I don't even really know, but I just wanted to talk about my skin, how I can kind of leave the house like this, share pictures of my skin and stuff like that without being really that bothered anymore. Don't get me wrong, it still sometimes gets to me, but not as much as it used to. A lot of you watching this is probably have come from my Instagram page, and on there I basically just share pictures of my skin, like before and after I've done my makeup, and just kind of take like progress pictures and stuff on where my skin's at now. And a lot of people comment and they're like, oh, you're so brave, oh my god, how do you put pictures up like this? I wish I could leave the house without makeup. I wouldn't dare be seen outside the house without a full face of makeup on. And all I can say is I've been there. It is really, really difficult, I'm not gonna lie. So I started getting acne. I'm probably gonna go off topic a lot because I tend to just go on quite a bit, but I'll get there. So I got acne, I'd probably say when I was about 15, that's when I started to notice it. I was just getting a few spots on my back and stuff, as well as spots on my face, and that's probably what made me think, oh, this is probably a bit more than just a little breakout, because I was getting them on my back as well. But they were never really bad. I had quite a few spots, more than what the average 15-year-old would have, but they were manageable. Obviously at 15 I wasn't really wearing that much makeup and stuff like that, so if I did put it on, it would just be a bit of concealer covering the spot and stuff. As I got older, it was just really up and down, so I'd have stages of my skin being so clear and like not a single spot in sight, and then the next month I could have, you know, like 50 spots on my face. It was just crazy. But then it was probably about 2 years ago now that I realised the spots I was getting, that they weren't just normal breakout spots. They were really painful. They were really deep under the skin, and they wouldn't go as well. So I had one, I think it was here, that is a scar now. Around here, these are like scars. They don't feel like spots. I get spots underneath them every now and again, and they come up quite big. But these are more, if I go in close, they're more like scars now, because I had spots here that were there for months. I kid you not, months. And they really, really got me down. They really hurt, even when I was eating, when I was talking. You know, sometimes I would skip meals because eating just hurt that much. And yeah, it really got to me. And I went to the doctors and stuff, and they said, oh, it's cystic acne, and they gave me a bunch of tablets and a bunch of creams, and everything seemed to make it worse, or it just wouldn't get rid of it. And I just thought, this is a joke now. I was putting creams on my face that were burning my skin, like it was crazy. So I just stopped one day, and I went to coconut oil, and like, I'm not recommending, that's my dog, I'm not recommending coconut oil for everyone, because I know with it being an oil, it probably would break a lot of people out, as well as clear it up. So for me, it cleared it up. I used it as a makeup remover instead of all my other creams and face washes and stuff. So I'd literally rub coconut oil all over my face, wipe the makeup off with a damp cotton pad, and then I would wash my face with water. And if say for like a few days I wasn't wearing makeup, I'd put coconut oil on the areas that needed it the most, wipe it off, and then yeah, go to bed. And that actually worked for me for a couple of months. And my skin was really clear. I remember it clearing up after like a week or 2 weeks of use. And yeah, I was so amazed, and then it came back. And that's when I really started to get fed up. Like, it really, really did start to get to me. I remember going to work one time without makeup. This was the first time I went to work without makeup. And it was because I had the spots all around my chin and all around this area. And it was just too sore to apply makeup. They were breaking and bleeding. And yeah, I just thought, I can't even put makeup on this. It would probably make it look worse as well. So I went to work without makeup, and I was terrified, absolutely terrified. I thought, what are they going to think of me? They're going to think I'm ugly, that I don't wash my face, that all these kinds of things were like going through my head. But I went, and you know, like they were really lovely. Obviously they noticed that I wasn't wearing makeup, and they were like, oh my god, you're not wearing makeup, like you look different. And I'm the first to admit that I look completely different with makeup, but that's another story. So I was in work, and I was okay. I noticed it was there, but I wasn't really thinking about it that much. And then I was serving this customer, and I could tell she was like really looking at it and looking at my face. And I was just like, for God's sake, can you stop staring at my skin? But then she came out with, you really need to eat more fruit and veg. And I was like, excuse me? And she was like, you need to eat more fruit and veg. You need to eat loads of veg. Just keep eating it. Keep eating the veg. Keep eating the fruit. And I was just like, are you serious right now? Fruit and veg is going to cure my acne, apparently, guys. So there you go. Heard it here first. But I was just gobsmacked. I thought, there's one thing, you know, bringing it up when you could probably tell that I'm going to be a bit embarrassed by it. So bringing it up for me was just not the right thing to do anyway. But then telling me that I need to eat more fruit and veg. So I started to get really impatient, and I was getting quite agitated, and I'm usually not like that. Like I bite my tongue at anything, because I'd rather not have conflict with someone unless it was absolutely necessary. But this really got to me, and I was getting really upset. And I think my colleagues could tell that I was getting upset as well. And they were looking over, and they were, you know, looking like a bit oddly at her, like, why are you saying this? And then one of my colleagues came over. She could probably tell that I was getting upset, and I just had to walk off. I literally walked off. I could not even say, you know, you're going to be served by such and such. But I just walked into the back, and I cried my eyes out, and I just thought, I can't do this anymore. This is absolutely ridiculous. And I was looking at myself in the mirror, and I was thinking, oh my God, they do look awful. Like, they're horrible, they're disgusting to look at. I'm disgusting to look at. And it took me a few days to kind of bring myself back from that, because that was a really low point. But I did come back from it, and I remember thinking, I don't give a crap what people say anymore, or what people think. I just thought, people are gonna, like, I had people comment on the fact that I was wearing makeup, do you know what I mean? So I just thought, I can't win. And you can't win with people. People will always have an opinion. They will always judge you on something. So yeah, it just kind of came to me, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to bother worrying about what people are going to think of my skin. It is my skin at the end of the day. I can't do anything about it. I've tried to do something about it. I'm still trying to do something about it. But why am I getting so upset and stressed out and being moody and being just in general not a nice person to be around? Because I wasn't. I was so down and grumpy and agitated a lot of the time because of my skin, and I just thought, that's not the person that I want to be, that's not who I am, and I shouldn't let my skin kind of take over my life. And it sounds crazy, but it was because I wasn't doing things that other people would. I wasn't going out as much. I kind of stayed in the house, or if I went out, I had a full face of makeup on and I still felt awkward, so it just wasn't me. And yeah, I thought enough is enough. I'm not gonna let my acne control my life anymore. And it, like I've said before, it's not an overnight thing, but you do kind of just eventually, the more and more you just go out without that face of makeup on, more times that you just, you don't give a damn what other people think, then it does become a lot easier. So like now, like I'm recording this video obviously without makeup on. My eyes are a bit stained because I did my makeup last night with a really bright pink, so my eyelids are stained. But yeah, like I can do videos without makeup on, and I can go out without makeup on, and I still get the odd comments every now and again, but it doesn't bother me now because it's me, it's my skin. Like that, why should I feel so, what's the word, why should I feel kind of belittled just because I have acne, or feel like I'm being judged every time I leave the house or anything like that? And a lot of it comes from social media. So the social media aspect of it, so you go onto Instagram and what's the first thing you see? You probably see like some absolutely stunning model with perfect skin and perfect hair and perfect makeup, and you just think, oh my god, I don't look anything like that. Why don't I look like that? What can I do to look like that? What can I change? Can I have some lip fillers, some cheek fillers, some a jaw filler, nose job, absolutely everything. But it's just constant. You go online and you see these perfect pictures, and a lot of people don't realise they are edited. I edited my pictures all the time. So I would edit out spots and I would smooth my skin and I would make that highlighter shine a bit more, and that's what I'm trying to kind of portray on my Instagram right now, is that Instagram or social media is not real life, and you can make it look as pretty and as perfect as you want it to be on there, and no one would know any different unless you show it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm showing the actual reality of behind all the makeup, behind all the photo editing apps, behind Instagram, behind any social media. This is kind of like the real me. It does sound cringy when I say it, but it's so true, and we've all kind of been brainwashed into what we think we should look like by the magazines, social media, by friends. You could look at your friends and be like, oh my god, she's so pretty, or I don't know, I look like that. But the thing is imagine if we all looked like the same person. And a lot of people are starting to look the same. They have the same noses and they get all the fillers and stuff like that. And where's the uniqueness? How do you stand out from everyone else? And I think that's what's really important, and that's what you should be focusing on. Is you are you. You are, and you've got to make the most of that and love yourself and be happy in your own skin, because you could have all the surgery in the world, but if you're not happy, if you don't love yourself, even with all of that, you're still gonna think, I need something else, or there's something missing. And that's what it is. If you just be kind on yourself, be gentle, and see yourself the way that a lot of other people see you. Like, I didn't realise I was putting myself down all the time, and I was getting compliments, and like my boyfriend would say how pretty I looked, and I just thought, no, and I'd say like, no I don't, why are you lying, do you know what I mean? But he's not, he genuinely thinks that I'm pretty, and you just need to start seeing yourself how others see you as well. That's probably the biggest way to love yourself. I don't even know what I'm saying now. I'm banging on and I'm going on and on because it is something that I am feeling really passionate about, and I just think, like, a lot of people have messaged me and said how much, like, just putting up a post of me without makeup has helped them, and I'm thinking, it shouldn't be that way, you know, you should be happy in your own skin as well. But I get it, I've been there, I know what it's like to think that you're the only person with acne, or the only person with a skin condition, or the only person that, you know, hasn't had fillers and stuff like that, and you can you start to isolate yourself. So I get that, and I get that feeling, and that's why I'm now trying to help you guys, or, you know, anyone, in being happy within themselves and not letting stuff like this take control, because it's bloody ridiculous. Like, they're spots. They are spots. So what? It doesn't matter. Just yeah, I just wanted to make this just to say, be kind on yourself, be happy, go and enjoy life. Don't worry about what other people are thinking of you, just go and do you. And that's pretty much it. I am going to be doing videos on, like, makeup looks and stuff like that, purely because I don't feel like I need to wear makeup. I can go out the house. I do it a lot of the time without makeup, but I love makeup. Makeup's one of my passions. I just like being creative and making different looks and stuff like that, and I think a lot of you guys would like to see that. So I am going to be doing some more of them in the next few weeks. So that'll be fun. But yeah, that's it, I think. I've gone on long enough now, so yeah, thanks for listening.